Hello everyone and welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind. Off camera before I started today I went ahead and went back to Vvardenfell City to pick up my crafting dailies, and unfortunately the turn-ins for that you have to go back to your pact area. So I had to travel back to the mainland to go back to Stone Falls for all the turn-ins for that. Which also got me, as you can see on my quest list there, the main quest starter. I talked to the hood figure, so that is how you get started with that. So we are here at these guys' manor. We're going to go break in and steal their key. Achievement for trespassing. I'm not. Oh, okay, there is a barrel over there. So I don't see Heidi barrels. You're just gonna stand there? I can't slip around that side of it. Ooh, whoop. I'm not here. You don't see me.
And then he said I was drunk. Drunk!
Whoops. Nobody's in here. Go away. There's no Heidi barrel in here. It's out there behind you. Shoo. Shoo. Hireling. Thank you kindly for not coming in here. I didn't figure that was going to be easy to... We'll just pop in here and wait for him to go over there. Or did, yeah, I was gonna say, or did he go in that room? That was just melons. Can I steal this soul gem sitting here? No? See ya! Let's see, our next task is to go to the mine. Which is over that way. I did actually turn the sound effects and the music back up, because when I was doing my other stuff before, I I didn't have my headphones plugged in. I just had the mic plugged in to make it easier when I was ready, and it's like, yeah, it's really very quiet when you're not wearing a headset. The voices were too. I talked to the banker and I was like, my god. On PTS, I totally sent a feedback thing to you guys telling you, you know, you need to adjust the volume levels for the NPCs because there was some that you could like barely even hear. Whoa. I totally did not need to heal myself there. Where is this mine entrance exactly? Oh, I guess there was totally a road for it, but I was like over here. Probably this egg or something else. Alright, this place. We passed by here when we were doing that other quest. Ooh, yes, the purple fog is in this place. I remember that from the PTS. Pro tip, don't stand in the purple mist for very long. It's very bad for your health. I actually ended up dying from it. I think I was fighting something and was like still in the mist. Looks like that must be an elevator. I did not even know that. But that person just appeared out of nowhere and there's a lever there. I just can't do anything with it. Maybe that's a quick way to get out. I think there is supposed to be bad guys in here. Purple mist bad. Do that as fast as you can. Like, very bad stuff. There are enemies in here, I promise you. There's lots of other people going through this. they have clearly killed off all these guys that are normally here. So I definitely had to fight my way over here the first time. Master Reyna, you'll be happy to hear that your scheme is working perfectly. Well, maybe not perfectly, but well enough. The most recent batch of laborers came in yesterday. They were a sluggish bunch. Wary too. But the promise of a few more drakes got them moving. They should make a fine batch. That alchemist of yours, Gravos, is it? He's set up shop in the old Daedric ruin. You should see it. Haven't been around that many bottles and burners since my days in the skooma trade. He says he's working on some variation of the formula. You might want to ask him about it, boss. The air in his lab has gotten thick as my auntie's moral porridge. Foreman Knox. I'm gonna steal your stew. Let's look at the full map. Okay, both of those paths go exactly the same place. So let's go around this way, because there's lots of creepy purple mist over there. Well, I guess there is over here too. And this way. Ouch, 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 ouch. A little heal on. Wow, there must be quite a lot of people doing this, because I have not run into any enemies at all. Well, that certainly looks familiar. Sup, the Clavicus Vial? Yeah, with his mask and everything. Where's your dog? How come your dog isn't there next to you? Test results. Subject K-14 died of head trauma some hours after the mercenaries restrained her. Administered the formula, but transposition was not successful. This confirms my hypothesis. Blood pressure must remain consistent until the last possible moment. Death prior to infusion results in only partial transposition. This explains some of our previous failures. A powerful sedative could reduce premature death. Let's conduct more trials. Subject R32, a perfect transposition. The drip method seems much more effective in terms of yield and purity. Unfortunately, duration of the procedure has dramatically increased. Rate of output may be insufficient for sale. Must be faster. Subject S24. Converting the formula from a liquid to a vapor proved easier than expected. Oh, so all the purple mist is? The results are promising. Subject exposed to vapor exhibited signs of transposition immediately. Unfortunately, the procedure drove the subject into a violent frenzy. Recommend sturdier restraints for future test subjects. Subject S24. And so subject remains alive despite complete transposition. What is... Defiles all existing fellowships and recommends violence and erotic behavior has increased significantly. Recommended we suspend experience until the side effect resolves. There's one. Whoa, hello.
I don't recognize you. You've made a terrible mistake in coming here. Do you feel it yet? The cold rush through your veins, the stiffness in your joints. Only a matter of time now. Only a matter of time.
Tell me what's going on here. You look terrible, by the way.
You really haven't figured it out. You're denser than those stone fiends. Master Rethan brought me on to study a Daedric text, a formula for turning living flesh into a substance akin to ebony. Not a perfect match, but close enough.
And you lost control of it?
Something like that. But what does it matter? I'll be frozen solid soon, black as midnight. A commodity, nothing more. Ironic. You mean to rob me, I suppose. The scroll's just there. Have a care with it. Wealth always comes at a price.
Is there no cure for this affliction?
None. Well, none that I've discovered anyway. I speak modestly when I say that if there was a cure, I would have found it already.
So you've given up?
I guess I could squander my remaining hours searching for a remedy, but I'm an alchemist, a daedrologist. We don't trouble ourselves with things like hope. I leave that nonsense to priests and children, the mentally ill.
Why would you agree to this?
What? Afflicting all these miners? Oh, spare me your crude moral outrage. They were wastrels, laborers that were too ignorant or too lazy to find work anywhere else. This is as meaningful a contribution as they were likely to make.
You have no remorse?
None. I'd invite you to kill me, but given that I'll be dead soon anyway, it's hardly worth the effort.
How did you become afflicted?
Why do you even care? Oh, fine. I altered the formula, turning the liquid decoction into a vapor. It proved to be very effective. Unfortunately, it was nearly impossible to contain. Hence, this.
Yeah. Terrific. I'll just be taking that. Reading your bookshelves and, you know, being on my way. Have fun turning into an ebony-like substance. Look at the creepy book with the Oblivion symbol on it. Oh yeah, here's our little elevator deal. Such loud sounds. Oh well, thank you for the heal, I suppose. I think that's what that was. But I was already full health. So yeah, I think that... Well, I'm not sure if it's the ability I have that can actually heal other people, or if it's one of the other ones. Or a morph of the one I have. That guy's not too far away.
Ah, I'm glad to see you made it back in one piece. So, what have you learned? Anything?
An alchemist named Gravos was turning miners into some kind of false ebony.
What? Well,
I know,
that
right?
sounds ghastly. To think that my
Yeah,
own brother would
looks
be
ghastly
capable
too.
of such a thing. We must move quickly. Did you find any evidence? I'll need something concrete if I'm to convince the Hlalu trade barons to intercede.
This is the Daedric formula Gravos was using.
Well done. I have a final task for you, if
course
you're
you do.
willing. I must take this to the trade baron, Councillor Riveth. He's staying at the Balmora Inn. Alas, Benna has many contacts in town. If he hears that I'm meeting Riveth, he may try to flee.
What would you have me do?
Travel to the Rethan Manor House and detain Benna. Once I've explained matters to Riveth, he'll send Hlalu constables to collect my brother. After this, I'll ask nothing more of you. You have my word.
And you really had no idea that that was going on in the mine?
That the men I worked tirelessly to hire were being used as fodder for some vile experiment? Absolutely not. It's appalling. Why would I have sent you to discover what was going on if I already knew?
You said you handle the hiring. Did you hire Gravos?
Yes, I hired him at my brother's insistence. Something about valuable books and scrolls found in the shrine. We planned to sell them off once Gavros translated them. That's what I thought, anyway. Wait, Gavros is still alive?
He's dead. Killed by his own formula. Well, technically he's not quite dead yet.
I see. That is unfortunate. But I suppose that's the risk you take when you start brewing foul decoctions and poisoning innocent miners.
How long will you be meeting with this councilman Raveth?
Not long. He tends to be brusque. Once I've explained the situation, he'll waste no time bringing Benna in for questioning. It will be brief, I assure you.
What do you think the councilor will do to Brunnar?
They will punish him severely. He'll definitely lose his share of the estate and the ebony mine. He may even lose his life. In either case, I'll have to bear the weight of our family assets alone.
Yeah, you sound real choked up about that. That's why those guys were over here before. But I gotta kick your ass.
Ah! The last piece of the puzzle. Time to tie up loose ends.
Stop pulling that disappearing act, lady. I'm not gonna say it, yeah. captain's orders. Our work is almost complete. Remain watchful. With any luck, the adventurer I conscripted will clean out the remaining stone abominations so we can begin again. This time without Brenar mucking things up. Tie off all loose ends and make sure it looks like they killed each other. It needs to be convincing enough for the council. When your work is done, meet me at my residence in Balmora. I'll have further instructions for you and your first payment as promised. This will be... This will to be... That's not just me, that sentence is really mucked up. This will to be a lucrative endeavor, my dear. Don't fail me.
Ah! The last piece of the puzzle. Time to tie up loose ends.
Just cause, whoops, I just hit Q. Wasting my potions again, just cause, you know, it gives us more experience and some loot.
Stupid dog.
Oh, that skill amuses me greatly.
Malarethan. Oh, sweat. I'm going to need a stiffer drink.
Oh, he is downstairs, my bad. Oh, right, he's hiding over here in the corner.
You don't appear to be holding my drink, so I'm sure I have no interest in you. Off with you.
You mentioned Malarethan. You must be Councilman Rabeth.
I am. Young Mahler and I were talking about the sudden success of his mining enterprise, built on some irregularities that I'd prefer not to discuss. Not that it's any of your business. Who are you? Why are you meddling in Hlalu business?
I doubt Mahler gave you a true account. I found these orders on an assassin sent to kill me.
My. This is damning. Dear Mahler tried to hang this whole business around his brother's neck. And yours. A prudent, albeit sloppy affair. House Hlalu can ill afford such a scandal, and I hate to be lied to. Kill Mahler, and I will reward you.
I won't make any promises. Why don't you want him taken alive?
What would I do with him? Chain him to a post? His life no longer serves the house's interests. I don't expect an outlander to understand, but this needs to be done. Honestly, I doubt he'll give you a choice in the matter.
Where can I find him?
His city residence, I expect, just across the river. Do be quick about this. I'm anxious to be done with the Brothers Rethan.
Did Mahler give you the scroll?
No. What scroll? Don't tell me there's more to this fetching disaster.
The scroll contains a formula that can turn people into false ebony stone.
Does it now? Listen carefully. Don't breathe a word of this to anyone else. If Mahler has this formula on him, bring it to me. The reward will be significant. We cannot let this get out, and we cannot let it fall into the wrong hands.
Alright, what will House Hlalu do about this situation?
By the three, what a mess. I'll put some of my Oathman on it. Oathman I can trust. If we can clear out the riffraff, it might be salvageable. If not, we'll simply collapse the thing. Better to bury it than let some fool stumble upon Mahler's folly.
I'm not so sure you exactly answered my question very well, but hey, okay. Alright, let's go murder another one.
I can't believe Lord Vivek wouldn't see worshippers today.
Where is the up? Okay. Hello, I'm here to murder you. And steal all your belongings, because apparently it's not actually stealing. So yeah, don't mind if I do. Loot everything in sight before I come to kill you. Okay, somebody else comes in. You're over there, so I'll just search all your stuff over here first. Don't mind me. Seems like a great place to come back to. Loot like crazy, it's not stealing. Give me a minute, I'm not done stealing all your shit. Oh, it's not actually a cooking fire? Boo. Okay.
How did you... I'll finish this myself.
Mysterious formula. Check. Looks like there's another one of your bodies laying right there. What's up, guys? It's in the basement. I definitely need more potions. Sick of health? Yes, please. And still some random things. That doesn't seem like a good thing. Grants you minor vulnerability, increasing your damage taken. Yeah, okay. That does, that part of that AUI add-on.
Hold still. Stop weaving.
I have a little bit of trouble when you actually go to your quick slot stuff to put stuff in there. It likes to stay on the screen and you have to just kind of mouse over it and it'll disappear like it's supposed to.
Quietly now. Is it finished?
Mahler Renath is dead.
Well then, this unfortunate little tale comes to an end. I've already dispatched some of my best agents to clean up Rethon Manor. We'll tend to Marla's apartment and the mine next. Well done. Now, what of this mysterious scroll?
I have it here.
Excellent. Best hand it over to me. Something so dangerous should not fall into the wrong hands. House Flalu can keep it safe, or destroy it if we deem it necessary. This will earn you some favor with our house. I'll even double your pay.
I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hand it over. Here, take it.
You've proven to be a reliable assistant. House Flalu values reliability. I would say it's been a pleasure, but this whole affair has left me with quite a headache. Still, I may call upon you again in the future. Here, double pay as promised.
Of course you'd give me a two-handed weapon. Sells for 285% more and it's worth a whopping 62 gold. Yeah, same for that. Yeah. Helpful. Thanks. Ooh, so shiny. Okay, let's put... we got Magicka. I do want to put some stuff into health, but we do very much need Magicka. We haven't actually unlocked any of our ultimates. That unlocks at 12. Make a more flurry. New effect. Each hit increases the damage of the subsequent hit or heals you for a percentage of the damage caused by the final hit. Well, I have my whole healing line, so we're gonna go ahead and increase the damage done. And that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.